Xavier Howard is out. Van Ginkel went out of last night's game with a knee injury, which he's been on the injury report all season long with that knee injury. Bradley Chubb, IR, right? Jalen Phillips, IR, been out for about a month now, right? And Cameron Goody, he is out as well. Edge rushing and defense is a big staple of the Miami Dolphins defense, and right now they are going down with the wind. So are they the biggest appointment of this season? I'm going to have to say no way on this. I do not think that the Miami Dolphins were the biggest appointment of this NFL season. Because yes, I mean like Miami Dolphins fans really had them excelling this season, right? I actually had them winning the East as well, which I was wrong about that. But people had them doing good things. But the majority of the public says, slow it down, baby. Don't forget about Bills Mafia. The New York Jets did get Aaron freaking Rodgers. But at the same time, the stars did kind of align for the Miami Dolphins as well, right? The New England Patriots were not very good. Aaron Rodgers goes down, 3 or 4 plays into the season, so the Jets were not very good. I didn't think they were going to be very good anyways, but they were not very, very good. And the first part of the season, the Buffalo Bills were not very good. But I do not think that they were the biggest appointment of this season so far. So, guys, let me know. Are the Miami Dolphins the biggest appointment? Way or no way? Jameson says, ... And he says, Miami has way too many injuries. The Miami Dolphins did have a lot of injuries, right? Waddle, Mostert on the offensive side. Their running back, rookie, goes down damn near every game as well. Tyreek Hill, he was getting like a freaking wrecking ball out there. He was getting battered to the left, battered to the right. Pretty much after every time he went up to catch the ball that Tua overthrew, he was getting a knee in the back. He was getting a helmet in the back. Tyreek Hill is probably going to end up on the injury report this week as well. But at the same time, you have to overcome those injuries. If you want to win a Super Bowl, if you want to win the division championship, if you want to win a playoff game, you're going to have to overcome injuries. It doesn't matter who you is. 49ers have CMC potentially injured in what they're saying out to be. Going to have to overcome that. Baltimore Ravens. Everybody in their defense and their dog has some type of nagging injury. You're going to have to overcome it. Hoffy says, no way. No way the Miami Dolphins are not the biggest disappointment. And Ant says, no way. It is the Jags. The Jags are the biggest appointment. But my man, John Peoples, he's getting a new jersey in the mail whenever it comes in. He says, what? I think the Miami Dolphins are the biggest disappointment this season. Jim says, absolutely a bust. Way. It seems like these Raider fans are not liking the Miami Dolphins. They are like a bust, right? Jameson says Jacksonville and Philadelphia are the biggest bust. Jacksonville Jaguars, we are going to talk about them coming up, but as far as epic collapses, epic failures, I've kind of overlooked the Eagles. The Eagles were 10-1, and what, they're like 1-5 in their last 6? The only win coming over the New York Giants, which they probably should have lost that first meeting, but then they come back and lose week 18. The Philadelphia Eagles are a sinking ship right now. If you guys want to see a ship taking on water, if you guys want to see somebody that is just not doing very, very, very good, the Philadelphia Eagles are it right now. Now, was it the Fox pregame or CBS pregame? I can't remember exactly what pregame it was, but they kept alluding to the, quote, downfall of the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs because of their recent success, their recent postseason, playing extra 3, 4, 5 games, right? I mean, obviously not five games, but 3 or 4 games, right? Extra month of the NFL season. And that is why They're struggling this season. That is why they are, not doing as well. Yes, the Philadelphia Eagles are still 11-6 on the season. Yes, the Kansas City Chiefs are still 11-6 on the season. But to say that the war of attrition is winning against the Philadelphia Eagles right now, and or the Kansas City Chiefs even, let's just be honest, the Philadelphia Eagles are missing something. They're missing something that is, I don't know if it's hunger, like we are hungry to win, we are hungry to get back to the Super Bowl. I don't know if it's the age is finally getting caught up to them, because Jason Kelce, right, flirted with retirement last season. But they're like, hey, let's come back for one big hoorah. And I'm not saying his talent is gone, but maybe the desire to prep. Guys, Jameson, I think you might be right. I think more of a disappointment this season. I'm not going to call it a bust, because obviously the Eagles are in the playoffs, but a disappointment. We expect them to do this, and they're delivering this, right? Might be the Philadelphia Eagles, especially in the last 6 games. After their 10-1 start, 49ers come into town, whoop that ass, and since then they've kind of been a shell of themselves. We can kind of say the same thing about the Detroit Lions. They go into Baltimore, Maryland, get that ass waxed, and they had a trouble finding themselves as well, right? Ant says, no way it's the Jaguars. And then Carson says, I think Van Ginkel also had a head injury when he took that touchdown pass off of the dome. Dolphins were not the biggest. People wanted them to win the East, but I knew they wouldn't. I don't want to talk really bad about the Dolphins, right? I don't want to say they're a crap team, because they are a really, really good team. When things click for the Miami Dolphins, they are an unstoppable team. We've seen it. When they play a full 60-minute game, they are damn near unstoppable. Let's flash back to the game last night versus the Buffalo Bills. For the first 30 minutes of that game, they seemed damn near unstoppable. Yes, they only had 14 points, right? I get it. The Tyreek Hill, people said that he looked fine. I think he kind of looked a little timid, right? But that defense was still playing good, was shutting down Buffalo Bills and the Josh Allen, right?